They want you afraid. They want you in fear. They want to be able to control you. Okay, it doesn't just mean the high ups. It doesn't just mean oligarchs or the ones that control the simulation have control of the simulation. Because at the end of the day, every soul has control of the simulation because you are projecting yourself from your soul. You're projecting your experience from your soul. Don't fall into the illusion that others can control you. The only thing that control you in this physical form is your emotions. Anything that can elicit your emotions controls you. And what I mean by that is that doesn't mean you are able to be emotionless, because you're not, unless you are a psycho or a sociopath or whatever it's called. Then sure, you're able to compartmentalize these emotions and human experiences that people have. But ultimately, anything that brings up an emotion controls you. Okay, so that's the only way that you can be physically that's the only way you can be controlled in this physical incarnation, in this physical dimension in which you are projecting yourself. It's because we basically come in here and it's like, okay, I'm this little kid, and then I learn how to control my emotions. I learn how to handle these things, and I learn how to transmute emotional energy into something that is useful to me, or something that projects me forward instead of subtracts from me or takes from me. Because nothing can actually be taken from you, and nothing can actually be added onto you, because you're already eternal, you're already infinite. The soul is comprised of everything and also nothing. It actually comes from this place, which I refer to as this void space, and there's actually nothing there, but also everything exists from this space. So don't fall for the illusion that they can control you. And but they, I mean, as I said, whether that be the social media, whether that be the big corporations, whether that be the quote unquote Illuminati that people talk about, or Freemasons, or whatever, any organization, any person, your work colleague, your family, they can only control you through eliciting particular emotions, because that's how we operate in this physical mechanism. Okay, so when anything can bring up the emotion, they can take your power through that, and your power meaning that spark that's within each and every one of us, and the spark that is in within our hearts and within our energy fields, that gives us the vibration of expressing the frequency and the vibration of expressing life, and feeling alive, and feeling purposeful, and feeling this connection to more than just things and places and people. So that gets removed from you, but it's actually an illusion. The removal is an illusion. So all that's happening is actually that there's a gap is made. So someone elicits an emotion of anger, and the gap is made, and then your energy is siphoned through that emotion, and then you are under the illusion that, well, I'm angry, and I'm thinking about this person, and your mind space is occupied by either this individual or the situation, and you just feel like you just can't get back to yourself. You just can't get back to, because you've put yourself in this illusory box of experience. And I was like, oh, I'm having this experience, and I'm in this box, and that's actually where your natural self is, because now you've created this own mental prison, because you're that spark, that thing that ensures that, yo, I'm actually alive, I'm having an experience, and I'm learning and transmuting. That's gone now, because that person has taken it. But it's not truly lost. It's actually infinitely coming from within you. And we've been taught to believe that things are finite, because we live in a linear, cyclic, physical world where things have a start and things have an end. Things have a capacity, things have an amount, and things run out. So it's like almost like my energy has run out, when in fact and actuality the energy never runs out because you are the infinite source already. So how can you run out when you are already the eternal from the eternal infinite source? There's no running out. There's no losing life force energy points. There's no losing aura. There's no losing of the energy. And all these illusions have been placed on us to think that, oh well, that's finite and that's linear, and oh, it's the end of this and end of that, because we've been believed and constantly programmed by the clocks, by the calendars, by the days of the week to measure things, which has its validity. But in this case, it doesn't help us, because now we do believe that, oh, if someone takes my energy, well, it's gone. When in reality, it's nowhere near gone. It's not even remotely, because it's so infinite. Where your energy comes from is an infinite space, because you are actually that infinite space. You are that infinite thing, that eternal thing, whatever it can be called. You're part of it, and it's literally you, and you are it. You are everything and nothing simultaneously at the same time. Okay, having in this physical experience. So don't fall under the illusion of all these different types of things. What elicits your emotion can steal your power, but only if you then live within those mental constraints. Okay, the soul is more powerful than the mind. Okay, it's everything first stems from a energy, from a higher frequency to then descend. Okay, a mental is like it's first exists spiritually, and then it descends into the mental plane, and then it descends into the physical realm, and then these types of things. But most people don't know that, because this information, or this esoteric knowledge, or whatever, if it's called that, it's naturally realized, of course, but a lot of people don't even get the chance to have this. So therefore, they can't even come to see that they were free and liberated all along, that they were actually high vibration all along, they were actually high frequency all along. And the most natural self is actually infinite, instead of thinking that, oh, an emotion is illicit and now I feel drained, right? Because you felt drained before after having a bad experience. It does feel draining. Like, I've been in a few situations where it's a fight with a friend or something, and afterwards I feel so drained. Like, I remember at school once I had this fight with a friend of mine, and I really didn't hate the guy, and I really didn't want to fight with him, because I had no problems with him, but we ended up having a scuffle, and obviously I tried hurting him, and afterwards I just felt so drained. Like, I just slept in class because I was so drained from the situation. It does have a physical effect, but it's not forever lost. You do come back to yourself. You do come back to your natural high vibrational self. Anyways, have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video.